Hello everyone, I'm Recv5,
And I am SM099.
and welcome back to Madden NFL 2005 Magicians franchise.
Yes, and we're going to finish off the Magicians Season 1 with the Pro Bowl.
Indeed.
And this is the game where you and I switch hats.
Yep.
Traditionally in our football series.
Yeah, I'm going to be playing offense, and that's going to be a circus because I haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, well, you know, I haven't really been playing the defense, although I do play a lot of practice games on the side. And this is from one of them. This is from the Crusaders Practice League. And what I did here is I basically built a 3-3-5 using the goal line formation as a base.
Okay.
So basically what I did here is you see number 22 in the middle there. Well, he was the strong safety, but this is actually Hasty, who is free safety 2.
Yep.
And the reason he's free safety 2 is because I took the left and outside linebackers, or left and right outside linebackers from the goal line formation, and I moved them back and turned them into the strong safety, their Nipper.
Yep.
And on the other side, the free safety, Carswell.
Okay.
Okay. So the corners are playing down at the line in the default goal line position.
Yep. You got Matt Mills.
Yep.
And who do you got over here but Marco Gooden?
Yep. But on the defensive line, I made some big changes. And what happened was basically the number 57 there, that would have been a defensive lineman. Well, I changed him to the middle linebacker.
Yep.
And number 51 there, Perry, was the outside defensive end in the goal line formation, but I changed him to a linebacker.
Yep.
And of course, the middle linebacker is still a linebacker, but I made him the right outside linebacker.
Yep.
And then, of course, I've got defensive end Ben French crowded into the middle there, close to the defensive tackle Matthews.
Yep.
And the right defensive end, of course, is playing, kind of in his usual position over top of the left tackle.
Yeah.
But what I want to watch here is a couple of things. First of all, this is a hot potato pass when it comes out. But the reason it's a hot potato pass, you've got to look at the matchups on the line, because what they did here, my opponent, I believe it's San Diego, they left both the tight end and the running back into block.
Okay.
So this is a 3-man pattern, and I'm basically playing a 4-deep zone.
Yep.
With Platt playing a short zone in the middle, and number 22 there, Hasty, going to the flat on the left side of the screen.
Okay.
And the right end there, Jefferson, is playing the flat on the right-hand side of the screen.
Right. Okay.
Okay. And then, of course, the two safeties and the two corners are playing deep zones.
Yep.
But what happens here is because they're only sending 3 out into the pattern, and they leave the tight end into block, and they leave the halfback into block, and the tight end happens to be on the opposite side of where I have my line shifted.
Yep.
Okay. And this is not any strategic thing by me, except that I make it a policy that if the offense is lined up on the left hash mark, I put out a defense with the line shifted in this way toward the wide side of the field.
Yep.
Okay. Mainly for run containment. And if they were on the right hash mark, then I would put out a similar looking defense to this, but with the line shifted in the opposite direction instead. Yep. I don't really care where the tight end lines up or anything like that. I'm doing this mainly just to give a running back a little bit more ground that he has to run sideways if it's a handoff, right?
Fair enough.
And if he hands off toward the short side of the field where I have the line shifted away, well, I mean, he has less real estate in order to be able to run around the pursuit.
Yep.
That's what my way of thinking. And quite often, number 51 there, if he's over top of the, like, way out wide like that, if they run a sweep or a toss play, he can quite often charge into the backfield and break that play up in the backfield too, right? So anyway, but I was kind of digressing there a bit. I want to have a look at the pass rush and what happens with because they've only got basically the center, the guard, and the tackle, and this is a 4-man rush. So basically my pass rushers outnumber the offensive line 4-3 here.
Yep.
And so when the play starts and I engage the center here, well, the guard and the tackle now are outnumbered 3-2.
Yeah, they're going to have to choose who to block.
They're going to have to choose who to block. And of course, the guard elects to block Edwards, probably because he's a little bit faster than Ben French.
Yep.
And of course, the tackle on the outside, he turns to go and block Cedric Perry.
But he's going to be completely irrelevant to this play already, as we can see.
Yep, because... And it doesn't matter that they've left the halfback in to block, because look at the gaping hole that Ben French runs through. And he's going to get there and hit the quarterback before the halfback can even step up to make a block.
Yeah, because he just shoots right through the A-gap there.
Yeah, and of course, the quarterback rather foolishly throws the ball off his back foot just to try and avoid the sack. But of course, that ball is, that trajectory of that throw is affected by him being hit.
And it takes a nosedive straight to Platt there.
He throws it right at Tom Platt, who happens to have pretty good hands for a linebacker, actually. Both in the practice league and in our current Crusaders league, I think he leads all linebackers in interceptions.
Yeah, there was really nowhere he could have thrown this anyways that was safe.
No. And basically, like in this case, you pull the ball down and you take the sack, and then you go and you line up and try again, right?
Yeah, maybe take a few painkillers on the sideline.
Yeah, because if you throw the ball away here, nothing good is going to happen, right? And that's exactly what happened. But I wanted to show that matchup on the line, right?
Yep.
And this is why in the upcoming seasons, both for the Magicians and for the Crusaders, when I'm playing defense, you're going to see a lot of alignments that look like this.
Yeah, with three guys really, really tight in the middle.
Because I have discovered that I can penetrate the middle of the offensive line very quickly. And you know what? It isn't always Ben French that will get through. If that guard decides to block him, quite often Edwards will get through.
But this is a novelty, though, because previously both of us thought that penetrating through the middle of the line was practically impossible, which is why we developed such an effective outside rush.
Yes, but I have found a way. And again, I may have mentioned this earlier before in other recordings, but where I got the inspiration from this is from the good old 1989 DOS game, Playmaker Football, which has several teams that have defensive alignments that look kind of like this.
Yeah, where they actually shoot the gap like this.
Yeah, and the whole point is not to overpower the blocker in front of you. It's to figure out ways to attack the gaps between the blockers.
Yeah.
Right? And that's where I've figured this out. And you know what? It's extremely effective. But anyway, we'll go to the Pro Bowl now. At least you get to start off with a good team with a good running back.
Yeah, that's true.
Because you know what? If you'd have tried playing offense with the Season 1 Magicians, I think you would have struggled because we didn't have a talented running back on that team at all.
I don't know. I did all right with Anthony Gaines on the Lifers, but I just didn't run very much.
Yeah, I know, but Anthony Gaines is a bruiser too, though, right? Like, he could run over people and stuff like that. Even I can run with Anthony Gaines, believe it or not. But... like the guy that we had for the Magicians, he's no Anthony Gaines either.
No love for him, huh?
No, the way I see it is he's going to be one of your wide receiver recruits once you draft a couple of speed halfbacks.
Or a fullback or a tight end.
Well, I guess whatever the case may be. Anyway, I guess we'll go on to the game.
All right. And we're back, and we wanted to say, citizens of Birmingham, Alabama, you guys had the highest ratings in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty dramatic game because that was an overtime game. And I don't remember the last time I played a playoff game, or never mind the Super Bowl in this game, went to overtime.
Yeah, the Tigers are an incredibly tough team, though.
Yeah, and you know what? We won the toss in overtime, and that's probably why we won, because I think that we were in a situation where whoever gets the ball last wins.
Yeah.
And I think if the Tigers had won the toss, they probably would have won the game. But anyway, I think that basically that game came down to the flip of a coin. Literally.
That was a rough game.
Literally, it came down to the flip of a coin. It was tied 27-27 after regulation. But anyway, we have wide receiver Bennett, who made it to the Pro Bowl. And here we're going to have a look at awards, because all the awards have been, of course, awarded.
Doled out now.
And Vince Freeborg, the left outside linebacker, wins MVP with 60 sacks.
Nice.
And of course, Gaffney was second with 5,200 yards passing and 36 touchdown passes. But yeah, that's the first time I remember a non-quarterback or a non-running back ever winning MVP.
Yep, and it was Vince Freeborg, damn it.
Yeah, and he got, I think, 3 sacks in the Super Bowl game, too. So he was a pretty key player in that game as well. And so, of course, offensive player was quarterback Benjamin Gaffney, because he threw for almost 1,000 yards more than the next nearest guy.
Yep.
And defensive player, of course, was Vince Freeborg with 60 sacks. Then you had other guys who had like that guy had 14 sacks.
Yep.
Which is probably a good season for an outside linebacker, actually. But anyway, offensive rookie Blaine Rose. And defensive rookie, look at that. See, Damon Sawyer was in the running for defensive rookie.
Yeah, can you believe that? One of the best safeties in the league is a fucking rookie.
Yeah. That's why he's a superstar, though, throughout the entire thing, every franchise we play. Right?
Yeah, and he stays on that team forever.
Anyway, Benjamin Gaffney wins best quarterback. And we got, Johnson managed to finish 4th in the best running back running.
That also tells me, though, that not a lot of teams ran the ball at all.
Yeah, well, the thing is, though, he had quite a bit less yardage, too. Like, he didn't make 1,000 yards and only averaged 3.8 yards per carry. So
I think it was mostly, the receiving yardage, probably.
Probably the receiving yardage, yeah, because he caught a lot of passes, right? Anyway, we did not have anybody in the running for best wide receiver or best offensive line.
We never do.
Yeah, or best defensive line.
Yeah, we didn't even have that.
However, Vince Freeborg wins best linebacker.
Of course he does.
Yeah. And we didn't even have anybody in the running for best defensive back either. Our Pierre Cook finished 5th for best kicker. And of course, our coach wins coach of the year, right? So there you go. So I guess we'll move on now. But yeah, Vince Freeborg wins all the hardware, right? After a amazing 60 sack season.
Yep. And then after that, he'll get a 1-year renewal on his contract.
Yeah, he was the magician's defense. But anyway, we need to press X to select the game. X is B, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we'll select the game and we'll play in the Pro Bowl with, we need Recv5x's profile.
Yeah, because I'll be playing offense now.
Yep. That being said, though, you'll probably end up with like somebody like Benny Smith from the Pigeons or something in the backfield.
Oh, God. He's absolutely a disgustingly good running back.
Yeah, well, like I said,
I can't believe they don't run the ball.
Recv5x?
Yep.
Okay, and my playbook, once again, I've been flipping back and forth, but I'm going to be going back again to the Monster because I've made some more modifications to the Monster defense.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's funny because I tend not to make a lot of modifications to my playbooks in general, but most of the modifications and inventions that I make, they tend to be on defense and not on offense.
Yeah, well, basically you developed the most efficient outside pass rush from both sides easily. Because I can have some success pass rushing from the outside, particularly from the left side of the defense, but the right side, occasionally I'll have a little bit of success there, but not really, all that much, right?
Yeah.
But with my new defense, I now have a strong pass rush up the middle.
I'm gonna have to work hard to come up with something new for offense, maybe.
Yeah.
As the NFC team gets
Well, the thing is, though, you've got a formula that works, and you know, like I said, a lot of the things in my defense are still things that have been in my defensive playbooks for a long time. It's just that I am always experimenting with little, you know, with new things to try and figure out something that's just a little bit more efficient, right?
Yep.
And that's how I came up with the thing that we showed in the replay today, actually.
Look at this. We have Hall of Fame blocking wide receiver O.J. Ware.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see what type of coverages they go with to prevent these two.
Although we're in the NFC, so that guy's playing against us. But we have Damon Sawyer at strong safety.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Okay, the AFC won the toss. Oh, we are the AFC. Pardon me. I was mistaken. So I guess we'll defend this end. Yeah, so I'm not sure who we've got now. Let's see who we've got in the depth chart.
We've got Blaine Rose.
Blaine Rose and Oliver Clark and Larry Sweeney.
Yeah, there's no complaints there.
Nope. And then at running back, we got Wally Burke. And that guy's from the Tigers, right?
Yep.
And he's from the Marshals, I think. And then Daryl Maynard, who I'm not sure who's from. The Miami, I think. That's where he's from. And we've got Larry Hudson at fullback.
Fuck.
With his 94 speed.
Wow. Okay, well, we might bring out the 3 running backs.
And you got, oh, look at this. You've got Jeremy Manley, right,
yep,
with 99 speed. So you've got speedy wide receivers. And you got Will Crosby at tight end. See, he was already 31 years old, right?
Yeah, well, I think in some of these leagues that we have, he ends up playing until he's like 38.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous how long he keeps playing.
So it looks like you're a little weak at left tackle there. And you got a right guard playing left guard. And other than that, though, it looks like the right side of your offensive line is pretty tough. And look at this. We got a 90 speed guy playing left end.
Yep.
And then we got Dwayne Thompson.
Poor Dwayne Thompson.
Yep. At right end, we got another guy who's pretty speedy. And Dwayne Thompson. So defensive tackle. Okay, well. All right. Left outside linebacker. Wait a minute, that's not right. How can we be the AFC? I must have chosen the wrong team.
Did you choose the wrong team?
I chose the wrong team. Okay, we're going to have to...
We'll pause.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to get it right this time.
Yes, we are. We're going to get it right this time because we should have had Benjamin Gaffney as a quarterback. Just,
yeah, we also should have had probably Vince Freeborg.
Yeah, we've been piling up the recordings today, trying to get some stuff in because we're going to have a very busy December.
Yep.
And so just got a little bit confused. The brain is starting to burn out.
Oh, man.
Because we've been recording all day.
I've had some moments where, like, I've been standing there. I went to go get myself a drink. And then I got my stuff. I got, like, you know, my cup. I got my ice. I got my pop. And then I'm, like, sitting there at the table. And I'm staring at it.
Yeah.
I couldn't figure out that I was supposed to pour it.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those days.
Yes, starting to suffer from recording burnout. But that's okay because you know what? Starting tomorrow, we're going to start posting Santa and his elves.
We are.
The Christmas Football League, as Santa and his elves try for their 3rd straight Christmas Bowl.
Indeed.
From beautiful Hawaii.
And of course, I'm going to be playing offense in that one. And I'm going to be getting away from my usual method of attack and trying to put a little more emphasis on the running game. Because I might be able to pass fairly well in this game, but In Madden 04, I tend to struggle with that. They're still showing the AFC guys.
Oh, well, screw them.
Yeah.
I would have thought they'd show the NFC. Maybe the AFC just totally outclasses us or something on paper.
Yeah,
I don't
maybe.
know.
Well, we won the toss. I'm going to elect to defend with the wind at our backs.
They're lined up and ready.
Okay, now we can look at our starting lineup here. And then we got Benjamin Gaffney.
No complaint there either.
And Barry Foley. And Dion Williams. And at halfback, we've got George Stabler from the Desperados, actually.
Yep.
And Ryan Bonds and Howard Williams. So you've got lots of speed at halfback. And you don't have a 90 speed fullback because that guy is actually, both of these guys are from the Magicians. Drew Shields and Paul Rotolo.
Yep.
You might want to switch them around depending on which one. Well, I guess they both are pretty
They're
similar.
interchangeable.
Yeah. Anyway, and it looks like you got some speed at wide receiver, but not overwhelmingly so.
Not important.
And we've got 53 speed Jason Collins. I don't know what team he came from. And you've got Derek McGrath and Phil Duff. So there you go. You got a left tackle playing left tackle, and you got a center playing left guard, and right guard and a right tackle playing right guard and right tackle. And we got a 95 speed left end. And we got pretty good right end, although he's not as fast. And we got some pretty decent guys at defensive tackle. We got Vince Freeborg at left outside linebacker.
Yep.
And then, of course, we've got Mike Swain at middle linebacker. And at right outside linebacker, we got a pretty decent guy there, Green. Oh, look, we got Aaron Hanks from the Lifers.
Yeah, he was probably the only guy out there playing defense at all.
Yep. And Jimmy Taylor, I think, is ours. Right? At cornerback. And then there's Alan Floyd. Bo Jennings. Well. And at free safety, we've got a pretty speedy guy there. And, of course, at strong safety, we've got Damon Sawyer.
I think Damon Sawyer's going to be carrying a lot on that side of the field.
Well, you know what? My defense is built basically around the two safeties and the nickel corner. So, like those are going to be the two more important players. And I think I'm going to switch. Let's see what the tackling is like here. Okay, pretty much interchangeable. So maybe we'll switch Taylor and Hanks, just because Hanks is a little bit faster. And we'll have Taylor play nickel corner. And of course our kicker is Pierre Cook, who is our kicker, the Magician's kicker. So there you go. There's the starting lineup. We'll just set up our defensive audibles. And I have a little bit different defensive strategy than Recv5x, because what I tend to do is I tend to play a lot more zone defense than you do.
Yep.
And so what I do with a lot of my audibles is I will change coverages rather than change sides, right? So I'm not that interested in changing which side I'm pass rushing from, but I'll line up in a zone defense, and then if I see something that a zone defense could be vulnerable to, I'll audible to a man coverage type of thing. Because that's my strategy.
It gives you a wider variety of coverages, though, too, because you have more ways to attack with the defense.
Yeah, well, and I do tend to play a little bit more of an attacking style. I typically send a four-man pass rush rather than a three-man rush like you do. And I'll also blitz a little bit more, like I'll send 5 or more often than you do as well. Yes, a lot of this looks quite familiar. I don't think you're going to have any trouble. It's just like falling off a bike. You never forget how.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, maybe we'll stick with that for now.
Okay. Well, I get to receive, or no, you have to kick the ball away. That's what has to happen now.
Oh, boy.
You haven't done this in a while either.
No, I haven't.
The NFC team are ready to kick this one off.
Oh, well, that didn't go too badly.
Nice kick. Plenty of distance.
Cook doesn't have much leg power, though.
This play will be the first of the game for the offense. First and 10. The backs are lined up in an eye. Dropping back to pass on first down. Throwing on the run. John, one of your favorite.
Oh, there's some holding there.
Yeah, somebody was cheating.
Yeah, that 90-speed fullback.
He's called for holding.
Holding happens on almost every play. It just depends on whether the official sees it and decides to call it.
The AFC team line up in trips bunch. Throwing on first down.
Uh-oh. Wow. He got away from somebody there.
You know, thankfully we've got Damon Sawyer and whoever the other guy is.
Yeah, you know who that was? That was Crosby.
Yeah, Will Crosby.
Because they've got a fast tight end. I guess that's something I'm going to have to watch out for.
Yeah, well, he's got 87 speed.
Well, he just burned me for a 31 or 34 yard gain anyway.
Oh, thank God your safeties are faster than he is.
Looks like they'll play bump and run on the outside.
If that had been the Magician's safeties out there, that would have been touchdown.
Yeah.
Coverage on the outside.
Just need to draft Scott Parker for safety.
With the throw. This one falls incomplete.
Well, that wasn't going anywhere.
Able to tip it away from the intended receiver.
He got a good sense of knowing where the ball will come down and when to make his move.
Oops, I don't want under, I want over. Yeah. So this is a 1-5-5.
I can see that.
Number 5 with a man in motion. Drops back. Pressure. Gets the pass off. Great throw. Randall brings him down.
Well, and that hook out didn't get him the yardage that they needed.
Nope. So I guess so far so good. I gave up a long pass, but then I managed to avoid giving up the touchdown.
They want to pin us inside our 5?
Here's the kick.
Well, you know what? You never know. Depends on how that bounces.
I'll take it from the 12, okay.
Yeah.
Their first play in the game. It's first and 10. Gaffney sends a man in motion. They give it to the halfback. Boy, takes him down.
That's not a bad way to start.
Yep. Well, he's no Calvin Allen, but he's not bad.
Dixon in motion.
Oh, I was hoping that the pulling guard would get him, and then I'd, like, slip out from behind him.
Yeah.
But the pulling guard completely missed him, too. That's really too bad.
Well, at least you got back to the line of scrimmage.
He can explode through the hole, and he needs a line to create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
The AFC team come out in the quarter defense. Looks like he's changing the play.
Wow, madly calling hot routes. Yeah, they were blitzing everybody there.
Oh, they paid for it, too.
Yep. Yeah, he turned an 8-yard curl into a 20-yard gain just because of that.
McGrath moves in motion. Stabler.
Hey, you managed to find your way around there.
Yep. Yeah, I've got a very right-handed running game in general here. But that's just kind of how things work out with my offense.
Well, oddly enough, the right-hand side of the offensive line on some of these better teams quite often tends to be the stronger side, too, for some reason.
Dropping back.
Ooh.
Gets the pass off. He finds his man.
It's okay. We'll just toss us a little curl over to Stabler there.
He gets himself into position, keeps his legs under him.
Maybe we'll put a halfback 2 in there.
He's starting to get tired already.
Yeah, we'll cycle them out. Well, they probably don't have the rigorous attack or schedule during the season that Kelvin Allen does.
Yeah. Yeah, he runs marathons in the off-season just to stay in shape, right?
Yeah, he also eats several thousand-calorie meals, right?
He knows how to prepare, and it really pays off when you make stops like that.
Second and long coming up here. Stabler goes in motion. Drops back.
Yeah.
This one ball's incomplete.
Wow.
Just made a great defense.
Yeah, those guys are fast too, right?
Yep.
It looked to me like he was open though, and that guy just made up all that ground at the last possible second.
Yo, that's our number 1 wide receiver too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. What can I do? Guess I'll try with that.
Play of this drive. The AFC team come out in a nickel package. Looks like he's changing the play. With the pass.
Well, it bounced off of him after the guy tipped it.
I saw the over the middle coverage, and maybe I should have looked at this guy, but I was looking over here, and I just didn't see that.
Yeah, you wouldn't have made a first down throwing it shorter over the middle anyway. They had like 4 defenders clustered in the middle of the field.
Well, I took the one-on-one coverage, right?
Yeah. Well, I think because you did the right thing. It's just that like you're playing against the all-pro team too, right? Like you're playing against the best players in the conference.
And the best punter in the conference punts like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the punt.
Doink. Oh, it stopped dead.
Oh, well.
First and 10.
If the kicking game wasn't such a pain.
The AFC team line up in the bunch formation. Throws it. He finds his man.
They line up in the bunch formation and throw a pass for 2 yards.
Number 5 picks up about 2 yards with that completion.
Man, I gotta say though, I hate the bunch formation in Madden 04 because in Madden 04, when the AI lines up in the bunch formation, every now and then they'll throw a hot potato pass and then just split the coverage on all the defenders.
Yep.
And it only happens in Madden 04 because the individual defenders are kind of dumb.
Oh. He had too long there, right?
Yeah. That was Aaron Hanks coming up to make the stop, though, from the Lifers.
Yep.
So they have first and 10 here. The AFC team line up in trips bunch. Dropping back to pass on first down. Under pressure.
Nice.
By Woodson. Great effort that time, John. He's clearly one of the best in the league.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who's been playing for a while.
Yeah, just bowl over that blocking running back and then get in there and sack that guy.
Yeah, don't we have like a 90-speed defensive end or something?
Yep, that's him.
It's second down and 15 to go.
Well, they've got no extra help back there now.
Yeah, they're dead.
Team line up in a 5-receiver set this time.
Yeah, because look at that.
What a way to start this drive, John, giving up two.
Wow.
But inside, see, this is what I'm trying to do, though, with this alignment, right? Because even this one, even though this guy over here is missing because he's actually a linebacker in man coverage.
Yep.
Well, that 3-player position with this guy blitzing from the outside, again, it's a numbers game, right? I outnumber them 4-3 on that side.
Yep.
And even an all Madden guard can't get over there and pick that guy up fast enough to prevent that sack, right?
Let's get back to the play on the field. And they'll face a long third down here. They'll play things tighter on the outside.
And you know what? I'm going to press and see if I can get pressure on him again here. Just like that.
Perfect.
Right? He shot the gap. He got picked up by a blocker, but that guy hot potatoed the ball out of there, right?
Yeah, well, shooting a guy through the middle of the line can spook a quarterback sometimes, right? Even if they've got the protection.
Holt is ready to punt this one away. Here's the punt.
That was a terrible punt.
Yeah, I was going to say, that was a terrible punt.
Yeah, that's where Al comes in with his voice line saying, what a terrible punt.
Yeah, except that didn't do that.
First and 10 here.
Not what you would expect from a Pro Bowl punter.
Certainly not.
He's changing the play. Gaffney with a man in motion. Hands off to the tailback.
Hey, nice run.
Brings him down.
This running back is more effective than some passing.
See that?
Especially my passing game.
You can run to the left, right? You can run to the left.
Yeah, well, I just need to get some blocking, basically.
Yeah, but you need to get some blocking no matter which way you run. If you don't get the blocking, they're going to be stopping you in the backfield anyhow, right? No matter what you do. Oh, bounces off of that guy.
Got a face mask.
Got a face mask from the free safety.
I think that's a big one, too. Oh, no, it's a short one, small one.
Yep.
That's all right.
Going for a jersey and end up with a handful of face masks.
Okay, they just shifted the linebackers tight.
Gaffney with a man in motion. With the carry.
Yeah, he's not as fast as some guys that you're used to running with, eh?
He's fast enough. The main problem with him...
He's fast enough, but he's not like blazing speed like Calvin Allen or Derek White, right?
It's not required for the system, right?
Passing on first down. Gets rid of it.
Oh, hit him in the hands.
Oh, he dropped it. Yeah.
No catch.
This is one of those guys who's working really hard to improve himself. Every now and then he'll let one bounce off his hands like that, but most of the time you can rely on him to make the catch when you really need it.
Oh, they got everybody on the line now.
They sure do.
With the pass.
See, Gaffney's not a bad quarterback as far as throwing the ball, right?
No, I don't have a problem with him whatsoever. He seems to be accurate enough.
And he can also scramble a little bit on occasion, too.
Directing traffic. Gaffney sends a man in motion. Give it to the halfback.
Oh!
Yeah, that guy beat his block, and
I should have kept going to the outside.
No, I saw where you were going, and there was daylight there. It's just that they couldn't hold that block long enough. Oh, just kick the field goal. Jeez. It's the Pro Bowl. Give Cook a chance for a little bit of glory, too.
Cook comes in to attempt a field goal, which would give them their first score of the day.
Yeah, I guess we're in his range, right?
Oh, yeah.
You know, I think I didn't really have much of a passing attack there.
The kick is
I had a drop pass.
Yeah.
Boy, he really got into that.
Yeah, for the most part, it's a typical Recv5x offense.
The NFC team is set to kick it.
You run the ball, and then when you absolutely must, you throw a pass. I think you did throw a curls, like a short curl.
Oh, yeah, there was the short curl, yeah. Somebody.
Nice distance.
Definitely need to work on Cook's kicking power for season 2.
So after being forced to punt the last time they had
Well,
I
that
think
won't be a problem.
We're probably going to take about a month off from this particular franchise, though, since we are
Doing
going
the
to be
Christmas football thing.
busy with the Christmas football thing. And, whoop. There, see, I have to audible now to more of a man coverage scheme. Because they lined up two...
throwing on first down.
Although I think you had the wrong audible there, with the way players moved around.
Well, the thing is, though, they're different personnel, so you can get something that makes sense out of it, but, you know, you are going to end up with some people shifting, right? But basically, I had one in that one, I had 2 defensive linemen and 5 defensive backs, right?
Yep.
So...
Oh, no, don't take that step.
Offside. Ooh.
Okay, he didn't cross it that time.
Yeah.
You're lucky. Lots of times when they do the hand pointy thing, they step offside.
Yeah.
Because on second and short, everything in the playbook is an option.
Well, no extra pass protectors in this time. Again.
Pressure hit just as he got
there. See, it was the other guy this time, right?
Yep.
Like the first 2 times, it was this guy. This time, it was this guy, right?
Yeah. Wow.
And of course, the outside linebacker is still coming free as well.
Yep.
So, yeah, I like it when the offense lines up in empty backfield formations. Actually.
No, I think every defense does. That's part of why the main reason why I only throw like split-second developing passes out of that formation is because you have to throw like fast, simple passes out of that formation to be effective with it, right?
Yeah. See, there I was playing a zone defense, right? I played the jam flat over there, and then a 3-deep zone. And this defensive end is playing the flat on that side, and he's the guy that knocked the pass down, right?
Yep.
Because if I see 2 wide receivers or less, then, you know, as a rule of thumb, I will quite often call a zone defense, right? And then I'll audible to a man coverage if both wide receivers line up on the same side.
Here's the kick.
And that I'm not going to get a chance to return.
Trying to determine where it went out of bounds.
Well, that's all right. Maybe we will put our first string half back in now because he's not tired anymore.
He had a chance to rest for a bit.
Team come out in a nickel package, calling an audible. Gaffney with a man in motion.
It's a man lock type of situation.
Yeah, but I mostly just wanted another blocker in the middle so that I could get across the line of scrimmage there.
Yeah, well, you did a good job. You got a decent run out of that. Plus the
face mask helps.
Yeah.
I feel like I draw a lot of face pass penalties, mainly because I run the ball a lot.
Yeah, maybe that's why. I thought you were going to throw it to the guy in the left slot because
I probably should have.
He was totally uncovered.
Probably should have. But again, the only reason why I even line up in that run to begin with, or sorry, in that pass to begin with, is because I lined up in a run and they decided they were going to crowd everybody on the bottom of the line there.
Yeah, well, that's what I usually do too. Is if I'll call a run play, And then if they crowd the line with 11 guys, well, then I'll audible
Oh, look,
to
another face mask.
Yeah. Then I'll audible to a pass, right?
See, you've got the normal running back face mask, and then Stabler here wears, like, the full cage.
Yeah.
Right? That's what it is.
And it extends down halfway down his chest so that you just about can't even reach your arm around him to pull him down by the shoulder pads without accidentally getting a hand on his mask.
Yeah, they've been talking about reducing the size of face masks in the league.
Changing the play now. Going to the air on first down.
That being said, in Madden 04 with the Elves this season, I don't have the empty backfield curls play in my playbook. Because I find that in Madden 04, because the AI plays so much press coverage, I have trouble throwing those passes, right?
Yeah.
Calling an audible. Gaffney with a man in motion. He tucks it away.
Yeah, there you go.
Towards the tackle at the 27. Solid yardage.
That'll do it for the first quarter.
Yep, and then we'll get to have our starting back out there again. I'm just going to call a play here to make the time tick down.
So at the end of one, the score is 3-0.
See, this is what people come to watch. They come to watch the slowest offense in the NFL.
Hey, and just remember, 3 field goals is just as good as a touchdown.
Better, even.
Even better, yeah, a little bit better, even, yeah. Well, that safety might have gotten away from the block, but he couldn't make the tackle.
And now he ran the ball once and he's tired, so he needs to go take a rest now again.
Yeah, well, you got 72 yards rushing already after 1 quarter. It's no wonder those guys are tired.
Calvin Allen doesn't get tired like that.
Yeah, I know, but he's an Iron Man, though. He's a complete and total exception to the rule.
Yeah, he's 't 99 stamina.
Yeah. So you can hand the ball to him 40 times in a game, and he'll just flourish, you know, with that kind of workload. But most mortal men can't do that.
Well, the only reason he has that much stamina is because I hand the ball off so fucking much.
Yeah.
Looks like he's calling an audible.
It's weird. It's like they've lined up in some kind of a pass defense there, right?
That's
wow,
okay.
Look at that beautiful blocking by the wide receiver.
Yeah, well, that's who do we got at wide receiver? Because they would have switched everybody around now. We have Hall of Fame blocking receiver Vinny Ward.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
He did an amazing job. Yeah.
Cousin of Hines Ward, maybe?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
See, what they don't tell you is their catching stats secretly makes them better at blocking, right? No, actually, he's a really fucking good blocker for a wide receiver. That's what it is.
He is a pretty good blocker.
Like, he blocks as good as a fullback.
Yeah, he blocks as well as many running backs do.
Better than because we take a look here. If we take a look at halfbacks, I think he blocks better than most halfbacks.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, he definitely blocks better than Stabler.
He blocks about the same as Shields here, who's a fullback.
Yeah. Yeah, that's impressive. That was an impressive blocking job.
This is why I have this idea of converting running backs to wide receivers so that we can end up with guys like that.
Yeah.
Well, I might have a right-handed rushing offense, and my right-handed rushing offense just got a whole hell of a lot stronger.
Yep.
And it's up. The point after is good. Excellent possession there, John, capped off by
well, the thing is that for me, when I'm playing offense, I don't necessarily need speed at wide receiver either, but I do want guys who can catch the ball, right? Because it doesn't matter how fast you are, if you drop half the passes that I throw to you, then you're not doing anybody any good anyway, right?
Yep.
Which is why in this Magician's season, I threw an awful lot of passes to tight ends.
It's 1st and 10.
Well, they have no rushing yards. They haven't even tried.
Moving up to press the receivers. The AFC team line up with
I feel bad for
going to the air on first down.
for their running backs.
This one falls incomplete. The defense forced
They showed up for nothing.
Even though I didn't get a lot of pressure there, look at this, right? Great, playing press coverage, right?
Yep.
And this guy's covering him going out to the flat.
You just disrupted all the pass routes.
Yeah, exactly. Even if they throw it to this guy here, well, I've got 3 defenders in the area to cut him off, right?
Yep.
You know, like it just having those defenders playing that press coverage and keeping down close to the line will disrupt the swing pass game too, right?
He gets the carry.
Uh-oh, that looks like trouble though.
Yep. There was your dive.
Yep.
Back breaking free. The 10. And so with a trail of defenders in his
Well, they figured out a way to beat that. Now I'm going to have to change tactics again.
You call, and everything seems to happen exactly as it's scripted in the playbook.
Langer comes in to attempt the point after. The kick is up.
Well, that's all right. If I score a couple more touchdowns here, they'll give up on. Well, they'll give up on the run entirely. Well, I mean, they ran once.
They've run like 3. They've run the ball like 3 times in this game. It's just that they happen to get that one long run, right?
Yeah.
From the 5-yard line to the 20.
All right.
Takes over on offense.
Oh, we got halfback 2 in there. We got to get halfback 1 back in there.
But
Not
that's
that it really
okay.
makes a difference.
I'll switch now and start playing a little bit more off the line again. Because I didn't look at the replay for that, but probably what happened was that they got an offensive lineman up the field and blocked out a safety, right?
They did, and your other safety took a really poor line of pursuit.
Yeah.
Cutting towards the line of scrimmage rather than cutting up field to cut the player off.
Yeah, and that's why sometimes you have to play cushion, because that way when those guys are morons and they take bad lines of pursuit,
they have time to correct.
At least they have time to correct before the runner gets behind them, right?
That's right.
But that being said, though, that guy that made the dive attempt there should never have tried to do that either.
Nope, he sure shouldn't have.
In fact, I would rather that when I'm playing defense, none of my players attempt to dive ever unless I'm controlling them and do it myself. They should all stay on their feet unless there's a specific control input that tells them to dive.
You're going to make the defense respect.
Gaffney with a man in motion. Looks like he's calling an audible.
Because I'm pretty sure that guy was fast enough to catch that running back if he'd have stayed on his feet.
Stabler. Missed tackle.
Oh, no.
Boyd pulls him down at the 45. The AFC team grabbed the live ball.
Should I challenge it?
Sure, why not? I mean, you know what?
I didn't see enough to see if it came out.
You know, like I said, if this were a regular season game, I might be a little annoyed at getting beaten for that run play. But you know, like I don't really mind one way or another how this game turns out. To tell you the truth.
It's not your player, your personnel, or your defense, anyways.
That's right. It's just a relaxing thing where you get to, and I'm pretty sure that's not a fumble.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad I challenged it now. I couldn't actually see.
Yeah.
With the way the line was.
I'm pretty sure you're going to get that one back.
Yep.
But anyway, like I said, the Pro Bowl game is just a chance to try out new things.
Yeah, and kind of get warmed up too.
And get warmed up a little bit, and you know, in a more relaxed environment where there isn't really anything at stake, right?
Yep.
Because I know in regular season and playoff games, I feel somewhat more competitive, and I might be a little more expressive about things when something goes wrong, right?
I had the peace of mind there to lead that to the outside after throwing it, because I actually did not mean at all to throw it to that guy.
Well, he was open, though.
He was open, but I saw the linebacker. The linebacker ended up leaning to the left, which is why I said, oh shit, to begin with, because I was getting confused with my buttons.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know what? This is a chance to shake a little bit of the rust off and stuff like that too, right? But I'm pretty sure because down that running touchdown. Oh, speaking of running touchdowns.
Nope.
But on that running touchdown that I gave up, it was 2nd and 10, and I put that 1-5-5 out.
Yep.
And that's probably a little bit of a weak defense against the run too, right? Like I probably didn't really want to put that on the field unless I'm absolutely sure that they're passing, right?
Oops.
So that's something that I can make a mental note of.
That's what gives him big playability.
There, I'm glad I managed to get my motion sorted out there.
That's something I can make a mental note of, though, and when I'm playing in an actual game that matters, I won't be putting that out on 2nd down, right?
Yeah.
Because if they happen to run the ball on 2nd and 10, well, and that's actually not all that unlikely a scenario, then they could hurt me with me not having enough run defenders out there, right?
Again, he'll get the call.
Well, I'm glad I ran over that guy because that run was going nowhere otherwise.
Well, you had 2 gaps that you could have run through, right?
I just keep handling the ball.
5th play of this drive.
But the problem in this game is that defenders will rip and slide off of blockers so quickly that it doesn't matter. You could look like you're heading through a wide open gap and then suddenly you're being tackled, right?
Shouldn't have called that audible.
No, shouldn't have called that audible.
Damn it.
They'll have to get to the 10 to convert. As they get ready for this 3rd down play, we'll take a look at how they've done today.
3rd down conversions is a keeper stat. When you convert on 3rd down, you keep 3 things. You keep
just take it there to the 2.
And you keep your
I wanted to run it anyways.
Yeah.
Stabler with a nice run. He picks up the 1st down.
And it was well executed. They hit their blocks and the back found the right hole to get down the field.
Watch this.
First down.
They're going to audible to like a nickel or a dime or some kind of quarter defense when you do this.
Well, you got a defensive lineman covering McGrath there.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. They're helping him out.
Won't matter anyways.
No.
I mean, that guy might be an all-Madden caliber player, but he's not going to be all-Madden playing out of position. He probably doesn't know what the hell he's doing out there.
Yeah, probably. He says, "You want me to do what?"
Yeah, exactly. I think the funniest part is when they audible to the quarter defense from a 5-man line and they've got a defensive tackle as the quarterback.
Yeah.
Right?
Or defensive tackle playing safety or something, right? Yeah. Or corner.
You get all kinds of screwed up stuff audibling from the goal line.
Yeah. Yeah, really, as far as I'm concerned, if you put a goal line defense on inside your own 5, there really isn't any reason to audible to a different formation from there anyway, right?
Well, maybe to a 4-3 would be more suitable. Because then you've only got a defensive end playing linebacker, and that's a much more reasonable shift, I think.
Yeah. Okay, well, we got the speed defensive end playing the middle zone this time, so hopefully there won't be any room for a sneaky superstar tight end to...
Well, there sure wasn't. You had like 3 coverage guys in the middle there.
That's the best way to do it. As a defense, you never want the quarterback to be able to settle in and feel comfortable in the pocket. Bringing guys in the blitz or playing bump and run on the outside can really disrupt a play's execution.
Number 47 lines up behind his fullback in the eye. They give it to the halfback.
And that's one of the reasons why I will line up with the you'll notice that this is the defensive end way out here. And I've got basically the line shifted to the wide side of the field. And this is why, right?
Yep.
Because they eat up all the blocks, and then suddenly I've got a linebacker there who's unblocked. Right? And that can really, help to stop those run plays, right? Well, I think I can play 1-5-5 now since they have no running backs. I'm fairly sure that this is going to be a pass.
Number 5, looking to pass, lines up with 5 wide receivers.
Yep.
Number 53 makes the tackle at the 32.
Like I said, I like empty backfield offensive formations. I like using them in this game, and I also like playing defense against them. Which seems odd, but it really depends a lot on how you use them, right? Oh, wow, he didn't even field that. It bounced out of bounds.
I'm glad it bounced.
Yeah.
Because of their running game. Let's see if that's their focal point once again here.
Because on offense, empty backfield is okay so long as you realize what the limitations of it are, right?
Sends a man in motion. Gives the ball off.
Nice cut right there.
The 30. Makes the play at the 44. Just gone over the center.
Yeah, because you see in the nickel 3-3-5, it actually wasn't really bringing another guy from the opposite side of the formation in that man coverage. All it did was shift the middle linebacker over, right?
Yeah.
But he was already part of the play anyways.
Yeah, you found a little room there, managed to squirm ahead.
Yeah, for 4 yards, which is a pretty good run for a run up the middle.
Yep. Well, he's passed 125 yards on the ground now.
Well, him and the second string guy.
And he's tired, so the second string guy has to go in now, eh?
Well, I make a pretty dedicated effort of cycling these guys in and out, and the reason is because I think a tired back is more likely to fumble the ball.
Yeah. Well, a rested back is more likely to even be able to do something like that too, right?
Yeah, and pick up a couple yards in a no-gain situation.
Yeah, in a situation where it looked like you were probably going to lose some yards.
3rd and 4.
I mean, it's 3rd and 4. This is typically a passing situation, right?
Ward, the man in motion.
I don't know. Isn't that a running situation?
Another run.
Wow.
That guy's going to run me down from behind, man.
He's going to run you down from behind, but you managed to still get the first down. I don't know, if you'd had a speed back there, then that could have very well been a really big gain, though, right?
Yeah, that would have been a touchdown. Although we have, like, they're decent quality backs. Like, they're basically they're middle of the road guys that lean more towards speed.
Yeah.
Whereas your average back might have, like, high 80s speed, like 87.
Yeah, well, I think your second string guy there is one of those guys who's got high 80s, because I think Stabler is 90 even, right?
Yeah.
And the other guy is definitely a little slower than Stabler is.
Ward comes in motion. He'll get it again.
Lose yards on first down, pick him back up on second down.
Yep, that's right.
150 yards rushing.
Yeah, you know what? This is turning into a very typical Recv5x offensive game here.
Oh, look at this.
Yep.
Doesn't this look great?
Yeah, if Bonds can run fast enough that you don't have, like, the right end chasing him down from behind or something.
Well, if nothing else, I'll eat up the 2-minute warning.
Yep.
Number 31. The 30. Paul makes the tackle at the 26-yard line.
And that's the 2-minute warning.
Yep. Then we can put our first string guys back in.
26-yard line. And this is the 8th play of this drive. 2 minutes left in the quarter. McGrath comes in motion.
See, they'll let you stack tight ends on this side, but not on the other side.
Yeah, but it's funny, though, what I noticed is that if you motion a wide receiver from right to left, the defense reacts. Oh, well, there you go. It's face mask. But if you motion the left wide receiver to the right, the defense doesn't react. Yeah, right?
Well, I wonder, too, if it has to do with the fact that I'm always playing on the right hash mark all the time.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But I've noticed it, too, though, and I tend to zigzag back and forth down the field more than you do, right?
Well, I kind of bounced off my right guard there, but...
Yeah. I see you kind of caromed off of somebody, but you managed to keep enough control to keep going forward.
The defense has had difficulty stopping them on third
Well,
down.
now they're bringing the safety up to help.
Gaffney sends a man in motion.
See that? They didn't react when you moved him, right?
Glover stops him at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how they see things.
11th play of this
Yeah,
drive.
well, it's funny, but you can do, like I said, this is a, like, single back big is a symmetrical formation, right?
Yeah, you can do a lot of things with it.
So you would think, though, that the defense would react the same
With a man in motion.
from motion from that side as they would from the other side, right? Because you're still creating the same mismatch that they appear to be trying to compensate for.
We'll get the call again.
Well, the tight end just missed that guy.
The thing is, when you get hit like that, it's like having a bumblebee in your helmet.
So I don't know. I don't know why
They ran it there.
Yeah, that's an important part
why
of
it
this
is that
team's
the
offense.
defense behaves the way that it does.
Looks like he's changing the play. Changing the play now. Gaffney sends a man in motion. Again on the run. Bruce pulls him down at the 7.
Oh. Got one timeout left, so if you don't get in, at least you'll be able to run the clock down and then kick a field goal.
7 yards for a touchdown.
The offense has been stepping it up on third
Ooh,
down all
touchdown
day.
to McGrath.
Maybe.
Dropping back. Gets the pass off.
Yep.
He caught it that time.
Yeah, he caught it that time.
It's another drive with a beautiful touchdown pass.
Well, he got 2 touchdown passes in the first half.
The lineup of
Yeah, short curl and a bit of a medium length out, basically.
The kick is up.
Well, that's okay. He didn't exactly throw a lot of long passes this season when I was at the controls either, just because I didn't have anybody I could throw long passes to.
Aren't all that unusual for him.
Good distance. From the 10-yard line.
Well, there we go. And they've got a big set out, so I guess we'll...
More effectively. It's 1st and 10.
And they jumped offside.
All I can do is put my hand in my head in my hands.
Flag for the false start.
I mean, you have 9 seconds left in the second quarter,
Easily avoided by just maintaining
and you're in a big formation. What do you think you're going to be doing out there?
Yeah, I don't know.
So now it's 1st and 15 after the penalty. The corner's
Well,
playing off a bit.
At 1st and 15, I think I'm just going to play man under and play a big cushion.
They give it to the halfback. Ooh, that one
Good
went
plan.
hard.
He got hit so hard he darn near had to take a taxi
And then if they
back
want to
to
let the
station.
clock run out after that, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, they're coming out in the goal line.
That the coach trusts the guy
See, I
who's
did
on the
develop a couple of goal line defenses for this defensive playbook, but I have yet to try them out.
Yeah, you either stop them before they get in, or that one long run.
Yeah, well, and in the previous, like, I played one practice game with the new goal line defenses, and the team I played against didn't actually manage to cross midfield.
Yeah,
But anyway, I guess it must be time for the halftime stretch.
indeed. And we're back.
Yes, and I just wanted to show this off because this could be why I got fooled by that long run play. Okay?
Yeah.
Because in the first half, Blaine Rose completed 7 of 14 passes.
Wow.
And he got
brutal.
sacked twice. So that's basically he dropped back to pass 16 times. Now, Wally Burke carried the ball 3 times for 74 yards. So basically their pass to run ratio was like 5-1.
Yeah.
So I think probably what happened was they caught me with a somewhat lightweight pass defense on the field in that 2nd and 10 situation, because I was totally expecting a pass, right?
Yep.
So I had the wrong package on the field when they decided to run the ball, basically.
Well, these things happen, right?
Yep. But it's a lesson to be learned for later.
And we're set for the second half. They'll return this one.
Because someday when it really matters, maybe it'll be a good thing that I learned this lesson today, right?
The NFC team will start the drive.
So long as I remember.
Well, you know.
So we have first and 10 here.
Because they basically, well, what else do you do, right? If they drop back to pass 5 times for every 1 time that they run, after a while you kind of assume that they're passing, right? On every play.
To the tailback. Doss with the tackle.
I should check too and make sure that the 3rd string guy gets some playtime.
Oh, Brad Doss is on the field.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he made the tackle on that play.
No, of course he did.
Yeah, you got Bonds out there, and
yeah, I can't remember who was out on the field in the first half now.
Stabler was the starter in the
Take a look
first
at the
half.
individual stats. Rushing Stabler and Bonds.
Yeah.
So we'll go Bonds and Williams, maybe.
Yeah, Stabler's already got enough rushing yards for a game, so he can probably go and sit down and let somebody else play now.
Where was I? Halfback. Williams. Yeah, we'll put Williams in. And then wide receivers, does it really matter? I never throw passes anyways.
Actually, the passes that you did throw in the first half, I think 5 of them were to the tight end, and then you threw another 3 passes to the 2 running backs.
Put Duff in.
So, yeah, I don't think that...
we have no left guard?
You got nobody playing left guard. My God, what's going on? You're going to have to fix your depth chart there now. You can't have nobody out there. If you line up and there's like a gap where the left guard is supposed to be. It's yeah, we didn't have somebody like that to put on the field, right?
We don't have a right guard or a left guard on the team, that's why.
Yeah, they're all right guards, right? So they're probably just subbing in whoever. Oh well, give somebody else a chance to play there, yeah.
Fuck me. I didn't catch that at the beginning of the game when we looked through the roster.
Yeah. Oh well, it doesn't seem to have hurt your rushing game anyways.
Yeah, wow.
That's funny. You see the single back big formation on the play calling screen, and there's a gap. Oh boy. Oop.
Oh, they got that.
Yeah,
that was an outside stunt,
Yeah,
actually.
Yeah, that guy looped to the outside and just ran around them, everybody.
Play from the defense. They play with great leverage up front and always seem to get penetration.
Hold on a second. Oh. Oh, they're actually doing some auto business here anyways.
Are they?
They are. So we will swap Williams and Stabler in anyways. Yeah, they actually hard swap everybody out.
Oh.
So I don't have to swap anybody out.
Back to the field.
Thought I did. Or maybe my thing is just not effective here. Who knows? I don't know what they're doing. But we'll put halfback 3 in.
On the first...
it means that your offense is making big plays when they need them.
Well, I see the people on the field don't reflect what you put in the depth chart.
Apparently not.
Oh.
At least not to the fullest extent. Oh, there's nowhere to go there. Because there's a missed block there.
Yeah.
Behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
I'll tell you, he's one of the most knowledgeable defenders in the league. He knows how to play the
Nothing
game,
I could do about it.
and he always knows what's going on.
They couldn't do a thing on that series other than moving backward.
Oh, that's going to be a good one.
I hope so.
Probably go out of bounds at about the 15 or 20 yard line.
Here's the kick.
Well, maybe not that far, but...
He drops the ball.
Oh, he mishandled it.
And I'll come and hit him.
Yeah. Well, let's see who I've got out there now.
Man, imagine mishandling a punt in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, really, eh? That would be embarrassing. Okay, well, it looks like they swapped him out.
He still got an 8-yard return on that, though, because it bounced forward when he fumbled it.
Yeah. And it looks like Porter there, who's the third string guy there, gets to be the first string guy over here. Because I think Kirkland started this game.
Yeah, I think my cycling of tight ends did something.
I suspect all they did here is they probably just swapped those guys out, right? So we'll throw Bennett in there. And yeah, they just swapped those guys.
Yeah, they don't properly swap people, though. Like I've noticed, at least on the offense, they didn't properly swap. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that I have no left guards.
It could be, yeah.
Game's just like, what's a substitution? We don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna put Green in there. Okay. And I'm gonna give Jennings a chance to play cornerback here. Right? Because all they did was they swapped cornerback 1 and 2, right? Like they didn't actually like swap them out down in the depth chart for other players, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we'll put Cook in there. Then those two guys basically started the game, so we'll have... Yeah. Yeah, okay. We'll go with that, I guess, for now.
And we're back. It's 1st and 10.
Nope. I couldn't remember which side of the...
Clark sends a man in.
Well, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Toss play to the left.
Yeah, they decided to run a toss play anyway, so...
39. They went with a running play.
You never know when you're going to find some room and break loose into the secondary.
9 yards to go. They'll play things tighter on the outside. Nobody in the backfield and 5 receivers. The throw. He finds his man. He's taken down.
O.J. Ware beats his coverage.
That was a heck of a throw.
Well, he is a hell of a wide receiver, right?
The only
Yep.
spot where it could be thrown.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Looks like they'll play bump and run on the outside. Closing in, throws it.
See, they managed to just get a hold of them. You see that? These guys, they're threatening to burst through, and it looks like that guy's gotten through. And then, look at that, eh?
Yep.
He re-engages and gets him again, right?
Yeah, that's something that happens a fair bit sometimes.
Let's get back to the play on the field.
Can be a pain in the ass. And then the cut blocking of the outside blocker sucks too. Or the outside rusher sucks too.
It's 1st and 10.
See, I get that it's the year of the D, but why would they have a "not in our house" sign? Whose house is this?
Yeah, really, eh?
Defense is real good at putting a quick end to completion.
Fifth play of this drive. They're within striking distance here. Dropping back. Gets the pass off.
Nice.
I caught them playing I was playing a zone here, right? Like I was playing a 3 deep zone.
Yep.
Like this guy's playing the deep zone in the middle, and then I've got 2 short zones here and here.
Yep.
And this safety actually rolls down to play the flat, right? And that's the kind of trap that I'm trying to set for pass-happy offenses, right?
Well, it worked.
And I'll do that more often than not. If they get down into my end of the field, that's when I start recalling defenses like that, right? Because I want to try for a takeaway, because I don't even want to give up a field goal if I can take the ball away from them instead.
They'll pass on first down. Throwing. And it's caught. Duck catches the pass but goes nowhere. It'll be second down.
That's okay. That was a positive yardage play. See, you can do stuff out of this formation. I find I can't do much out of this one for some reason.
This is like one of the main formations I use.
Yeah, although that time somebody got loose and pursued you all the way across.
I think
it was Brad Doss. Yep.
Yeah,
that's him
Doss.
Right there. That's him chasing you right
There's
there.
no outrunning Brad Doss.
There's no escaping Brad Doss. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really do anything about Brad Doss.
He's basically like the Terminator out there, right?
Basically, yeah.
Ball on their own 30.
Yeah, you just have to kind of hope someone blocks him.
Yep, that's him right there in the middle. Right in the middle of the defensive formation right there.
It sure is.
And if somebody doesn't block him, he will be in on this play too.
Oh, I couldn't quite cut that up in time.
Yeah.
Gained yardage, but...
That's a smart call. The last thing you want to do in this kind of situation is to force some kind of throw that'll give them the ball back. Keeping the clock moving was their best option there.
Oh, that one's going to go into the middle of the field a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. Although it'll be deep at least.
Yeah. It's covered anyway. You're not hampered by the 70-something speed coverage guys, right?
No, well, that was Aaron Hanks out there for the Lifers.
Yeah.
Also a cupcake player, but he's the first-string cornerback on their team. So he has like 84 speed.
Yeah. Yeah, 82, I think.
They line up in the I formation.
He's not blazing fast, but he's reasonably quick.
Yeah, he's not blazing fast, but he's slower than any of the running backs we have on the team right now.
He's all about effort. His motor's always running at 100%, and he's got the experience.
See, this is my answer to empty backfield, right? Is I'll just play 5-man-to-man and jam, and then try and get a pass rush on these guys, right?
Yeah, as strong of a pass rush as possible.
And even if they manage to complete a pass against press coverage like that, I mean, he's not going anywhere, right?
Nope.
Didn't have much room to do anything with that one.
Yeah, they had the coverage, and they made the sure play instead of trying something fancy, like going for the pick.
Here is a 3rd and long situation. The visiting team doesn't want a long pass over anybody's head here, so they back up the secondary. From the gun. Under pressure, throws it.
Oh!
Thought that was about to be picked off.
I just figured that I would do that because I'll do that sometimes. I was playing a 4-deep zone there, right?
Yep.
And because they only had one receiver on that side, well, this corner is basically just going to work on that guy, right?
Not only that, but you had the middle safety come over because nobody entered his zone.
Yeah. But the thing is, you can't, like, what I find is that I'm most successful defensively when I don't repeatedly call the same coverage every time. You know, like, I do have some favorite plays that I'll use, but I like to mix up my man and zone coverages.
Yeah, where I've got a much more rigid way of doing things. I call largely the same sets of coverage schemes until I'm absolutely forced to do something different. And I do this about the same thing on offense until I'm absolutely forced to do something different.
Yeah. But that's something, though, what you're doing is you play more conservatively, but you also tend to give up less yardage and overall, whereas I'm playing a more aggressive attacking style of defense, right?
Yeah, but you also...
and I give up more yardage because I do occasionally give up a big play, which doesn't happen to you very often.
You get more turnovers, though.
But I also get more turnovers.
Alright, if I'm in a situation where we need a turnover to win the game, we're not winning the game. Yeah, we'll just turn it up. I don't care if Brad Doss is there. If he hits me at the line of scrimmage, I'll probably make a first down.
Talk about barely getting enough for the first. I'm still not sure it was enough.
Yep, he barely got enough. Well, so far, you know what? I think that he is a pretty influential player, even in the Pro Bowl, because in the third quarter here, you haven't been able to move the ball very much.
Well, he is like superhuman godlike, right?
Yeah, there he is again.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody else got you, but he was right behind you.
I might have picked up some yards there, though, at least, but...
What I like the most is how prepared he always is. I mean, he can run and he can tackle. And he watches so much tape that he actually anticipates what the offense is going to run before they call
the thing is, though, you know how they say a player can make other players better?
Yeah, Brad Doss is one of those types of players. Yeah, shit. Okay, well, we get away with it.
Yeah.
I totally misread that coverage.
Yeah, I thought you were going to throw one of the short curls, actually, because the guy on the left side in the flat looked like he was a possibility, right?
No, I completely misread that coverage. I thought it was man coverage with the way that they lined up. And so I thought that the slant was going to be open in the middle, and it turns out it ended up being some kind of mixed man zone thing.
Yeah.
Maybe that guy was just so surprised that I threw the ball at all.
Yeah, it's like, wow, I can't believe he threw that.
Let alone right in my direction.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Now you got a good run.
Number 31 contributed with a nice game there.
He hit that hole in a hurry, didn't he? He'll do that kind of thing to you. He's always working on his feet, finding a way to get just that little bit more quickness. I'll tell you, he sure heck looked quick on that play.
If only I could get the tight end runs animation all the time.
No, there's Doss again.
Yeah.
Shutting down the run up the middle.
This is why the Tigers are so tough, right?
Yeah.
It's literally because they have Brad Doss.
Yeah, I know. In the Super Bowl, I think he had like 9 tackles or something like that too, right? Like he was tough on me too, even though I was passing most of the time, right? He had 9 tackles against a offense that passes 2/3 of the time, right? Well, I don't think anybody's covering bonds there unless they're playing a zone.
Or a flat.
Well, if the cornerback drops off, I'd say that you can probably throw it to him.
Curtis makes the stop at the 11-yard line. Foley doing an excellent job on this drive.
Things are really slowing down for him right now. He's seeing the
maybe if we get some more tight ends out there, we can...
Well, no, though, you know what? The running back swing passes can be a good choice, too, but you have to read the corner on the side that you're throwing it to.
Well, we
right?
also have to deal with Doss.
Yeah, well, thing is, though, they were showing you a zone defense there, right, on that play.
Okay, so what's going to happen here is the center is going to run straight ahead and he's going to block Doss.
No, he isn't. He's going to run right by him, and Doss is going to run right through the middle there.
How the fuck do you have this many guys on one side of the line and let through that many guys?
Well, you know what? That guy there just beat his man, right? Like number 87 couldn't handle him. And Harris there, it's kind of questionable. Maybe he should have been blocking that guy, but...
Where's he heading, though?
He's heading for the safety. He's looking right at him.
Good work by the defensive line there.
Because blocking the safety is not the tight end's job. That's the right tackle's job, don't you know?
thing he saw was
And the right tackle, like the tight end, has to try and handle that defensive end
Second down, and then he's 15.
that probably outweighs him by 50 pounds, right? That's why I say the blocking logic in this game is broken, because, you know, like, that's just a dumb exchange, right?
Dropping back. Throws it over the middle.
Well, nice. Found that guy running the in.
Yeah, well, there's double coverage on the outside, so...
One of the most accurate passes in the league, and with passes like that, you know what.
Yeah, you know what? When he lets it go, he's not trying to throw it in the direction of his receiver. He's trying to hit him right in the hand. Put the ball right at their fingertip. And most of the time, he does it.
They've done very well on third down to this point. He sees something in the defense. Receives the handoff.
Look at that. The left tackle slid out sideways and stayed in your way. Kick the field goal.
Man.
Extremely disciplined. They get off their block.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? No, I might have run into him, actually.
Yeah, you were pushing him.
Oh, God.
Get back to the action on the field.
That's a strong runner.
Yeah, considering those guys are 300 pounds.
Yeah.
Well, people didn't come here to watch you, though. They came here to watch the slowest offense in the NFL.
Yeah.
No problem for him.
Hey, you know what? You still managed to put 27 points on the board.
Cool and smooth.
That's pretty respectable.
Teams are set for the fourth quarter of play.
Oh, that's only because we have a super team right now.
Set to kick it deep.
Yeah, but you're playing against a super team too, though.
Yeah, but it's easier when you have a super team.
Mm-hmm.
Decent kick. We should have a return.
Wow, you know what? That guy for kicking off is not any stronger than Cook was.
Missed tackle. Defense forced the punt the last time after 3 plays.
Okay, well,
So they have first and 10 here.
Yeah, you'd think that the guys who make it into the Pro Bowl would be the guys with the big legs.
Yep. Well, I mean, our kicker was okay within his range, but
Tucks it away.
I don't know that he was that good.
He hits his receiver. Porter with
It's probably because he didn't miss any extra points or something.
And you know what? They've run the ball like 5 times in this game, so of course they've got to run a play action pass, right?
Yep.
Oh boy.
See, do you know how these all Madden teams and these big passing teams work? What they do is they hire people right out of Hollywood to play halfback for them. Right? And they just sell it so well, it doesn't matter if you run the ball 0 times in a game.
Loss of a couple. Connell was dragged down before he could get to the line of scrimmage.
They have great size and quickness up front. That allows them to hold up against the run.
Oh boy.
Also giving them the
Excuse
speed
you.
to rush the passer when they drop back to pass.
Connell is the deep back. Pressure coming. Gets rid of it. Incomplete.
Not much chance of that working.
Tip that pass over.
This was, I was playing jam flats on both sides, and then 3 deep zones in the middle, right?
Yep.
And that seems to work pretty good against those short posts too, right? Like, see that post over the middle that's supposed to go between the deep zone and the short zone?
Yeah, there's all... You see, the guy who's the short zone guy, though, he has a bit of awareness. He starts to shade inside to take that gap away.
Yeah.
Because preferably that quarterback would have thrown that a lot sooner.
Yeah.
But he had to wait.
But what makes this middle zone work too is this guy basically starts from a linebacker type position. So when he drops back in the zone, he is approximately where that ball is going to go at the end of the pattern too, right?
Yep.
And whereas in a standard deep zone, if he starts off, say, from a safety position, he's already, you know, this far downfield by the time that ball's thrown, and then it ends up being completed in front of him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's pick up the action.
That's part of the advantage of the press coverage, too, is that it moves everybody up.
Yeah, kind of.
Just makes it a little bit tighter against those short passes.
Looks like they'll play bump and run on the outside. Throws it with the adjustment. He has it, Thomas. Didn't get enough for the first.
Oh, they're going to go on 3rd down or 4th down now.
Ball on their own 49.
Going on 4th down.
There's no question they're trying to convert here on 4th down. With the throw, this one falls incomplete.
Watch here. This is.
See, I brought a blitz this time, right?
Yep.
But I rolled this guy into this side of the field. And he's the guy that jumps up and knocks the pass away. Because what happens, what I realized a long time ago, I've been doing this type of defense for a long time. But what I realized is that when the AI drops back to pass, if they see a blitzer coming from that side, they're going to throw usually to the side that the blitzer comes from.
Because they're looking for a hole in the coverage.
Yep, exactly. And so I'm playing 4 deep zone here, so that keeps this corner out wide where he needs to be in case this guy misses, right?
And we go back to the game.
But that's the idea. I want to force him to throw the ball early so that that receiver doesn't have a chance to get down the field where he might be able to get behind that corner too, right?
Yep.
Well, I think you ran into some of your own people there first.
You know, I think the halfback turned upfield there.
Yeah, he didn't quite follow the plan.
No. Because his blocking assignment is to the outside as far as it will go.
Yeah.
So, you know, if I call that play again, just to prove that I'm talking, not talking out my ass, his blocking assignment is outside literally as far as you can go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing though, right? These guys don't always follow their assignments.
Oops, I accidentally hit the dive button there. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that.
Two pretty good run stoppers in the middle of that line. They can cause some plays like that.
No, I don't think it had to do with any of the run stoppers, John.
He stepped on his shoelace and fell down.
Yeah, in the Pro Bowl. Fuck.
Got to stop and tie up his shoe before the next play now. Oh, well, he got a chance to throw a long bomb to Sharp there. Maybe he's fast. Nope, you can't throw it to him. He's being covered by the safety. You see how this? Did you see how the safety played that?
Yep.
If the AI teams that we play against played that way more often, I wouldn't have the success throwing deep passes like that I do, right? Because that was the one and only best way to shut down one of those corner routes. Basically, they probably used the safety shading coverage as well, right? To get that safety to actually move out into that position.
Yep.
It's 1st and 10.
Well, to be fair, against a set like that, it kind of makes sense to shade his own that way.
The AFC team come out in the bunch formation. Pressure, throwing.
Well, I got the linebacker through the line that time and got a little pressure.
Yep.
They did a nice job up front with their bull rushes and rips and stunts, forcing adjustments along the offensive line. They have to do a better job getting off the ball and controlling the line of scrimmage. They're going to have a tough time whenever they drop back to throw.
The corners are moving up to press the receivers. The AFC team line up with 2 backs behind the quarterback. This one falls incomplete. That short pass incomplete.
I love that. I love that. I love it when that happens. That is just so much fun.
And here's a look at each team's success on 3rd down so far.
3rd down is when you want your players to dig deep and make a clutch play. When you convert, it gives your defense a little extra rest, and it gives your offense a fresh set of downs to work with.
And I honestly don't know what the point of throwing a pass like that is on 3rd down and 10, but But basically, I just line up everybody and I play press coverage on everybody, right? So, I don't know what they were trying to do there, but as soon as they leave that running back in to block, this guy stays in here in the middle too, right? There's no way that a pass like that is going to go anywhere against that kind of coverage.
We'll go back to the play on the field. So the play out, and they'll line up to punt. Here's the punt. And he signals for the fair catch.
And that's one of the reasons why I can get away with playing 5 man-to-man a lot, because I know that one of those coverage guys is going to convert to a short zone, right?
Yep.
1st and 10.
All right, let's see if I can do this without fucking up this time.
Don't fuck up this time. Has he got his shoes tied now?
Looking to run it here.
Oh, that was a good run.
At the 40.
Yep.
Just about a 3-yard gain. First down marker just inside the 43.
Yeah, I know I fat-fingered the buttons. It's funny because I have tiny hands, right? But I still manage to fat-finger buttons now and then.
Yeah.
Again with the carry.
I couldn't get around that guy.
Yep.
I couldn't go left, I couldn't go right. That was just inconvenient.
And was cut down quickly.
These guys up front are very tough to block because they can use their size and strength to get excellent leverage.
Yeah, well, against a normal team, you might have been able to have that blocker actually shove that guy backward a little bit, but you got superhuman players on the offense, but you also have superhuman players on the defense, and there's Brad Doss again.
And no one blocked him.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with
I'll bet you he's got a half a dozen tackles already.
when you're playing with a lead.
Nothing happening on that drive, and they'll punt it away.
But that's okay. This is the luxury of being ahead, right?
True, yeah. I can just run the ball 3 times and then punt.
This one is
Run the clock out.
short.
Nice bounce that time.
Yep, inside the 20 is good stuff.
So they have 1st and 10 here. Carter, the man in motion. Throwing on 1st down. With the throw.
Oh, look at that. The guy playing the flat got a pick.
Yep. Now you're putting some points up on the board.
Yeah. See here, I'm playing a 4-deep zone, right? But this guy here rotates into the flat because I'm actually playing this deep zone with this guy.
Yep.
Right?
Who's actually going to press down on that slant?
Yeah. Well, that's another reason why I do things like this, right? I mean, this deep zone is not really intended to be a deep zone per se, right?
It's a Brian Urlacher hook zone.
Yeah, kind of, right? It's that kind of idea. And then rotating this guy to the flat, I get a lot of interceptions this way, right? Because that guy just happens to be in exactly the right position.
Yep.
Back to the game.
Oh, that's his second one. I guess he got the one in the first half, too.
Cook comes in to attempt the point after. The kick is up.
But that's the kind of role that I'm hoping that Carswell and Nipper and Danny Jones can do, right?
Yeah, on the Crusaders.
Because those are the safeties in the nickel corner that are...
and they all happen to be really good at catching the ball.
Yeah. And that is also by design, right?
Well, it wasn't exactly by design. I mean, I didn't draft Carswell and Nipper because they could catch. I drafted them because they were linebackers.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. Wow.
Their last drive ended with a pick.
That looked kind of scary for a second there.
Yeah, thankfully he had to slow up because there was nowhere for him to run, so I could run him down from behind.
It's 1st
Yeah.
and 10.
But that's another reason why, like, you'll notice I mix up my defenses too, right? You know, like I play man, and then I'll play man for a couple of plays, and then I'll switch to a zone defense, and then I'll go back to a man coverage. You know what I mean? Like, I'm constantly changing what I'm doing, right?
They'll play things tighter on the outside.
Yeah, I don't really change anything until I'm forced to.
And they're going with an empty backfield with 5 receivers. He hits his receiver.
That time somebody failed to get a press coverage there, right?
Just throw it near this guy, and he finds a way to come down with it.
Yeah, I was talking to the coach this week, and he told me that he's probably got the best hands in the team. And right there, he just showed us why.
Connell in the backfield.
Wow, they had lots of extra blocking in that time.
And they threw a short curl.
Yeah, go figure, hey.
And he dropped it. Well, you've definitely had your extra playtime in the second half here. I've barely been able to move the ball since Brad Doss came out.
Yeah, well, like I said, he influences the game, right? You know, like, I think that middle linebacker position is actually pretty important.
Well, it also goes to show that not all 99 rated players are equal, right?
Yeah.
Because obviously Brad Doss is way more of a force in this game than the guy who he replaced.
The quarterback gets set with only one back behind him. Rolls left with the pass.
Wow, look at them scrambling around all over the place, eh?
Making something out of nothing, yeah.
Yeah. Now, this is one heck of a play. Look at it. You're in a hole here on 3rd down, and they come through with this.
You score on them, so they're going to come and score on you back.
Yeah, I guess so, hey. He has forever to throw the ball, but
he threw it right at the defender instead.
Yep.
On that one. It looked like he fired the ball out there before he wanted to.
7th play of this drive. Clark using split backs. Under pressure, throws it.
Yeah, feed him an elbow. No, that's a defensive end out there.
Yep,
That's why he could just do that to that guy, that poor wide receiver.
He pops it, and it ends up incomplete.
Eighth play of this drive. The AFC team line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Gets rid of it.
That was a dime package, by the way. Oh, now they're going to go on 4th down.
Yep.
He just couldn't get the pass under control.
Oh, I guess it just got decided for me, hey?
Difficult situation here, but not much else they can do but go for it. Pressure coming, throws it. He hits his receiver. Big hit there. He was run over by a truck.
Yeah, 2-ton truck pulling a trailer. I'll tell you, this has to be frustrating. Watch here, as it's a great situation for the defense. They think they've got him, and they're about to get the ball back. Then all of a sudden, he drops back the pass, and boom.
Well, I know I'm a little bit far out from the goal line here to try this out, but you know what? Let's give it a try.
Yeah, might as well. You've got the super team out there. I'm sure they can make up the ground.
That was just a defensive line getting lower than the offensive line. When your defensive guys up front can control the line of scrimmage, it makes it very difficult to move the ball on offense.
And the fans finally get to see their red zone offense.
Ooh, boy, did he take a shot there.
Yeah, that probably made that ball take a nosedive, and that's why that zone defender was in a position to knock that down.
Yeah, you know why I don't shift the line here too, right? Because I'm angling this guy into the center, right?
Yep.
And if I can get the center, it's the same thing as that other setup where I have the 3 guys packed. close together. You see how that defensive end beats the tackle to the inside? And it also keeps this lane here nice and clear for that blitzing safety, right?
Yep.
And then a whap. And that's an interception opportunity, actually. Right? That's what I'm trying for there.
12th play of this drive. Hart looking to pass, lines up with 5 wide receivers. Slings it to the outside.
That's the dying defense again. Oh, now they're going to go on 4th down again.
Well, they have no choice if they want to win this game at all.
And this is the 13th play of this drive. Even though it's 4th and long here, they're going to go for it. Drops back.
Oh, he got hung up on that guy. Did you see that?
You want someone there to tell
Oh,
you
well, I still got it, but you see I switched sides here, right?
Yep.
Which is something that I don't do very often, but I did it here. But for some reason, like that guy drove the tackle back far enough that he actually got held up by him a little bit before he could get in, right?
Yep.
But I'm still playing 4 deep zone over here.
Yeah, well, thankfully, too, the guy running the crossing route was carried forward enough by his momentum that he took a hit.
Yeah. But anyway, I guess we stopped them. Denied.
So let's try to get a little breathing room here.
I like to use zone blitzes down in the red zone, too, in my own end, right? Because what I was actually trying to play there for is I was trying to play for the sack.
Dropping back the pass on 1st down.
Ooh, finds the good guy short over the middle. That's gutsy to call a pass from that close to your goal line. Wow.
Well, I thought that if I tried to run a run play there, I was going to get stuffed.
Yeah, probably.
And I didn't want to give up a safety, so...
Yeah, this gives you a little bit of room anyway.
Directing traffic. With the pass, perfect.
Ooh, nice. You dug yourself out of a deep hole there.
And wham, you hit him solidly, just like you're supposed to do in a one-on-one situation.
Wow, you're 8 for 8 in the second half.
Number 31.
Even though you've only managed to score 3 points, but...
Going to the air on 1st down. He surveys the field.
Ooh, look at this. Oh,
come on!
He was open. He had a chance to catch that pass. Wow.
I don't know why that happens to me.
That's rough. Because you were 8 for 8, right? You have to throw at least 1 incomplete pass in this game in the half. Otherwise, you look too good. Oh, that's too bad. Oh, well, you got him that time. Oh, look at that. He's going to make up for it by turning this into a touchdown. Go, go, go. Oh. Who's that? Look at it's Brad Doss.
Oh, my God. Fuck.
Brad Doss runs him down from behind and saves the touchdown. Wow.
Brad Doss is godlike, okay?
You know what? I want Brad Doss on my team, okay?
He can play any position. Literally any position.
Yeah. We'll have him play safety. Wow. That's unbelievable.
Well, that didn't go anywhere.
2nd down, goal to go.
Fucking Brad Doss make me settle for a field goal on this drive, or what?
Yeah, after that long pass play, right? Oh, boy. Well, you just have to throw the ball away from him, right?
Two minutes to go.
Yep, if by some miracle Brad Doss ends up in the free agent pool after this season, I'm signing him.
He might because of cap room restrictions.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sometimes he does.
Maybe. Uh-oh.
Downfield, he's scrambling around. In the backfield for a short loss.
That's one of those like, oh shit, everybody's covered.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was.
Yep. Wide receiver screen.
9 yards will get them 6 points.
Because they're going to play a zone defense. So you'll be able to catch them unawares with the screen.
Maybe.
Well, kind of depends on what kind of zone they're playing there, I guess. Maybe you should get Mathis there to run in or something. Just in case.
We'll get Bennett to run the in.
Quick throw.
Flat zone.
Yeah, flat zone.
This one falls deep.
So yes, Brad Doss made me have to settle for a field goal.
Oh, that's just so funny. Wow. After that big play.
And it's up. Through the uprights.
Well, you know what? That's the first time in a long while that I've seen you or seen anybody complete like an 80-yard pass and not score a touchdown.
It's just because Brad Doss. Like, you just take a thing that can't happen in football and then put Brad Doss in front of it, and it can.
Yeah, I think his speed is like 91 or something crazy like that. Like, he's faster than a lot of defensive backs are, right?
Let's see, actually. I think he might even be faster than that.
You also have to look at the AFC side.
Oh, yeah, I have to look at the right side. Oh, yeah, maybe it is 91, but yeah.
Yeah, he's got 91 speed, okay?
But defensive back agility and acceleration.
Yeah.
And, of course, he can't break his tackles.
Yeah, he could probably play cornerback if you could actually get him to play cornerback.
Yeah, if only. If only.
Could you imagine?
Well, and look at that, 98 strength.
Press coverage, and he actually knocks the wide receiver on his butt, right?
Yeah, well, he just would feed him an elbow, right?
Sure doesn't look like they're going to be able to come back in this one.
Wow.
I mean, you could convert him to safety.
Yeah.
A little over a minute left.
Yeah, and then use a safety corner swap or something for package, right?
Yeah.
That way you could get him on at cornerback.
You just have to work on his jumping in the offseason.
Hey, got a sack.
He's added 2 sacks to his total so far tonight.
They're going to have to start sliding the protection to his side if they want.
Now I'm going to back everybody up.
Gets rid of it.
Still, though, a 91 speed middle linebacker, that is just fucking scary, okay?
Have 2 left.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, all right.
3rd and 8. Phillips is tonight's horse trailer player of the game, giving some cushion on the outside.
Of course, you know, he's not quite Scott Parker.
So far.
No. Well, nobody is that.
Closing in.
Ooh, almost got the sack again there.
Big hit on the ball carrier.
And when you talk about getting unloaded on, that's what happened here. He just got unloaded on.
The corners move up to play this one tight. Dropping back to pass on 1st down. With the throw, Porter makes the stop at the 46. Calling it audible.
Come on, guys, get back to the line.
Floyd comes in motion. The home team.
Oh, they just called a timeout after all
They
that.
have 1 timeout remaining.
Yeah, that one guy's still in motion.
Yeah.
They say he's in motion even to this day.
He just never stopped.
The AFC team line up in a 5-receiver set.
Wow, that was a miracle pass.
Yeah, well, right between 2 defenders, too, right?
That's
Yep.
what happened here.
It's a miracle he held on to.
They're going to keep it moving here.
He's going to spike it here.
No,
Oh, no, they're
going to
call
call
a
timeout.
timeout.
Calls a timeout. That's
Okay.
their final timeout. So they have 1st and 10 here.
Well, I'm just going to play press coverage and man under 2.
The AFC team line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Pass play here on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Right to him. Down he goes at the 18-yard line.
Well, they're out of timeouts now, so...
Yep. Yeah, now he's going to spike the ball. All right, well, let's see here.
And this is the 8th play of this drive. They're inside the 20. I don't think they have a choice. They have to go for it. Under pressure.
They absolutely have a choice. They could just kneel and take the L.
Well, I don't know about have to go for it. It was only 2nd and 10, right? Wow. Okay, well.
Yeah, well, you know, you got the big cloud of smoke coming out of the observation box up there, right?
Yup.
They've probably been hitting the bong since halftime.
Not a lot of options here. They have to take a shot and go for it. Pressure coming.
Oh, I had the guy in the middle there too. They're out of time though. They're not going to get in anyway.
Nice.
So there you go. I leaked some yardage, but I didn't give up a lot of points.
Nope.
I think I gave up rather more yardage than what you typically do in a game, though.
Well, but you know what, though? Your defense is effective in other ways, particularly with the drives that you end by taking the ball away from them.
Yeah, well, that's the defense's job, is to take the ball away from the opposing offense and score on them, right?
The funny thing is, my defenses aren't even developed for a success mindset. They're actually developed for let's stall the offense as long as we can so that hopefully they don't score on us.
Yeah, see,
that's the mindset I have on defense.
I gave up 248 yards passing, right, which is kind of a lot, actually. Like, that's kind of a lot of yardage through the air, but...
This is why you end up last against the pass all the time.
Yeah, that's right. But I usually end up top 5 against the run, but usually bottom 5 against the pass in most leagues that I play.
Well, I ran the ball for 222 yards.
Yep, you did. And you passed for 200 yards too, which is pretty good for you. So there we go. And so here's the statistic, though, that matters the most to me. I give up lots of yardage, but when you look at defensive red zone attempts versus defensive red zone scores allowed.
Yep.
Okay. Usually I'm happy if this number here is around 50%.
Yeah.
Right? And that's usually enough to make me number 1 in the league. If I can keep that number to around 50 to 60%, that's usually good enough to rank first in the league in red zone defensive scoring, right? However, today, I did not allow a red zone score in 3 attempts. That's because my personality changes. I turn into... I'm Dr. Jekyll up to the 20-yard line, and then I turn into Mr. Hyde.
Fuck. Yeah, I don't know. My goal line defenses, my red zone defenses, I never really did.
Yeah, no, I basically spend a lot of time developing zone blitzes and things like that, because the closer I get backed up to my own goal line,
the more
aggressively I attack, right?
Yeah.
Because the way I look at it is, if I play relatively conservatively and they back me up that far, they're going to score points anyway, regardless of what I do. So I might as well pull out all the stops and try to take the ball away from them, right? So, but anyway, and we look at their passing numbers, and I mean, you know what? That guy completed 81% of his passes against me.
But he didn't score any points.
But he didn't score any points, right? Oh, that's me. That's you.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong team. So that was you. Look at you. 81% of your passes.
I still didn't score any points.
Yeah, you didn't. Well, yeah, but you threw 2 touchdown passes in the first half, though, right? And you did have that 67-yard pass and run play
that Brad Doss forced into a field goal.
I love that. Wow. And there's Stabler got his 100 yards, and Bonds, well, Bonds did most of this in the first half, actually. You didn't really get very much yardage in the second half.
No, not really.
And you only had a couple of drops. So your receivers didn't do too bad.
Yeah, it was both the tight ends that dropped a pass.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, you threw 4 passes to that guy, and 5 passes to that guy, and 4 passes to the 6 passes. You only threw 2 passes to wide receivers, right? Everything else was to tight ends and running backs.
Because they come out in big sets all the time.
Yeah. So anyway, there we go.
Right, I either come out in a big set or I come out in a huge set.
Yeah, but this is the way that I have my defenses designed, though, right? This guy's the free safety, and he's the guy who ended up being the player of the game, right?
Yep.
He picked off 2 passes, including one for a touchdown, and he knocked down a couple of passes, and he chipped in a few tackles, too, right? But, you know, that's basically the way that I've designed my defenses, and even this guy here, you know, playing a half of football, 3 tackles. I have a very safety-centric defense, right? Look at that. And the inside linebacker got a couple of sacks. The left end got a sack. So free safety with 2 pass knockdowns, and then the strong safety there, and then a scattering of other players. But I knocked down lots of passes.
Yeah, because you tend to get players in the way of the ball.
That's right. So anyway, there's Pierre Cook, 3 for 3, kicking field goals. And your punting was pretty good. You got 2 inside the 20 punts. No punt returns. There we go. So, yeah, Ollie Clark there didn't do too well. But they both completed, you know, like 50% of their passes, right?
Yep. And Ollie Clark there actually got 179 yards.
Yeah, he threw for 179 yards. So, yeah, he definitely, when he did complete a pass, he found the holes in the coverage, right? But I think, though, too, he threw 33 passes in the second half, and the longest completion he got was 17 yards. So, you know, I think that it was a numbers game, too. And
yeah, I think you're right.
And they only ran the ball 8 times, right? So, yeah, they were very pass happy. And mainly wide receivers that they throw the ball to, as opposed to Recv5x's passing method.
Everyone but the receivers.
That's
right. I
mean,
mean, you know what, though? That's part of why I excel with the cupcake teams, because on a cupcake team, they usually only give you 1 good wide receiver.
Yeah.
So if you only throw it to that 1 wide receiver,
yeah,
you don't have problems with drop passes.
That's right. Anyway, there's Brad Doss. He had 5 tackles in 1 half of football, including two tackles for a loss. That right outside linebacker, free safety, that left end got you for 5 tackles for a loss. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then Brad Doss. But yeah, it was pretty funny. That guy is the guy who is like everywhere at once. Even when he's not making the tackle, he's in the neighborhood, right?
Yeah, running down long bombs from behind.
I would just absolutely love to have a middle linebacker like him.
Or a defensive tackle.
Yeah, or a defensive end. But anyway, I guess that's it. The Pro Bowl is done. We won the game, I'd say, pretty handily, right? 37-7.
Yeah.
And I guess that's it for the Magicians season.
Yeah, do they have a player of the game for the Pro Bowl if we get out of here?
Yes, they do. And the player of the game, I think we already mentioned it, but the player of the game is free safety Brock Phillips.
Yep.
With 2 picks, a touchdown, and 4 tackles. So there you go. So that's kind of what the offense and defense are going to look like next season, folks.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of short passes in the backfield.
Yep.
You know?
Running the ball and throwing short, quick passes.
Yeah.
Although I noticed that you have diversified a little bit, and you did actually try to throw a couple of long passes in this game.
Mostly just because they were in 1 deep scheme.
Yeah.
And when I see the 1 deep scheme, if he's not totally in the area, like shaded one way or the other, I don't have a problem trying to throw it over the man coverage guy, especially if there's a speed mismatch there, which there was. It's just, you know, those players, they're all Madden players, so they're superhuman anyways. They can make up any amount of space.
And then you did have that one where the guy was wide open and he dropped it.
Yeah, that too.
Right. But anyway, that's it for Season 1 of the Magicians. We're going to take a little break from the Magicians, but we'll probably come back with them in January.
Indeed.
Because it's going to be Santa and his elves starting soon.
Yes.
So, I guess until next time.
I'm Recv5.
And I am Sandman99.
Have a good one.